So the SwagMan is returning to YouTube and to Pokemon Go. If you haven't noticed, SwagMan has been off of YouTube since October. Where did the SwagMan go? Well, if you're unaware, the SwagMan is also a nurse, and the COVID-19 cases in my state kind of surged out of control. So I had a judgment call to make. Should I pick up a bunch of shifts and try to help out my community, or should I make Pokemon Go YouTube videos? And I decided to dedicate myself to my community here and help fight back against the COVID. I'd say my communication with you guys regarding this was pretty poor. Like, I let Game Press know for sure, and I also let my patrons know. I even froze my Patreon billing because I felt it would be weird to be charging people when I'm not making content, so I let them all know. And I had plans to make a YouTube video letting you guys know that I was leaving, but basically I just got overworked and was too tired, really couldn't budget in time to make that YouTube video, so I didn't. And it was kind of like a really annoying push and pull because it's like, oh, I'll just make a community post. So I'd start drafting a community post to let you guys know that I wasn't going to be on YouTube for a bit. But then I was like, well, if I'm going to write this up, why don't I just make a video on it? And it's like, oh, well, it's already like 7 at night, so I'll do the video tomorrow. And then I wouldn't do the video tomorrow. And then I'm working 60 plus hours. So I like blink my eyes and it's already like a week and a half later. And I still haven't let the general YouTube following of the SwagMan know that I was leaving YouTube for a bit. So yeah, I was a little bit slow on the ball with that. But I did let you guys know through the community post and through the Twitter. So yeah, if you want a little graphical representation on what was going on in my state of Wisconsin, here are the COVID cases per day. And October 8th is when I did my last video, the Torterra video. Cases were at 3,000 per day. And basically in the weeks leading up to that, I was already picking up some shifts here and there. And I was like, yeah, this is getting out of control. I really need to either jump in on this or I need to be like, okay, I'm choosing the YouTubes. So I chose to jump in on the cases. And yeah, things got much, much worse, as expected, over the holidays. I got a nice little dip down, and then we got a little bump up, 2 weeks after Christmas, because we all got to have our big family get together during the deadly pandemic. And now things have calmed down quite a bit. We are now below 1,000 cases per day, and I think now is a good time, all in good conscience, to come back to the YouTubes, and yeah, back to Pokemon Go. So yeah, the SwagMan is back. Feels good to be back. But I will let you know that it will be a little bit of a slow start here as far as my immaculate return goes. Not only did I leave doing YouTube content, but I kind of quarantined myself from Pokemon Go altogether during this time, basically for like mental health stress reasons. Nursing and healthcare in general can be very, very stressful, especially when you're picking up tons of shifts. And I think most Pokemon Go content creators can agree that following Pokemon Go updates and trying to crunch all the numbers and get content out on that is also very stressful. Now, while I wouldn't be making content, if I kept following Pokemon Go very closely, then just the way I am personally, I'd want to crunch all those numbers and, find out what's good and why it's good and by how much it's good or what's bad now and why. And then I would also really want to make content on that because I have a platform for it and I'd like making content. And I wouldn't be able to do that. I probably wouldn't even be able to crunch all the numbers to the extent I'd want to. So I'd just constantly be spinning my wheels on my days off, just kind of stressing myself out with that. So I decided to take a big step back from Pokemon Go so I wouldn't get all stressed out with that. So yeah, now I'm coming back. I got a lot of things I need to brush up upon. A lot of big changes happened during my time away. I mean, they did have like basically the whole like level 50 update and XL candy and all that nonsense. Like, I think a couple weeks after I left, or at least it felt that way. I got a lot of DMs about it and I was like, guys, I'm working like 60 plus hours a week. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what an XL candy is. So now I'm back and I gotta figure that out. So as far as content to cover on my return here, just comment below. Let me know what kind of stuff you want the SwagMan to dig into, what you want to see. I know there's been a lot of questions about the XL candy. Some people have been asking me to update my like Azumarill Mastermind video, but now with XL Azumarill. So that's something to definitely look into. Something I thought was pretty interesting following these updates lately. I don't know how true this is, but it seems to be the general consensus. But Jellicent is out now, the Pringle Can Man, and apparently he's like not even that crazy in Great League because of XL Azumarill. Like XL Azumarill is just so good. at being Jellicent, and because we got the XL buff now, it's like Jellicent's not even that big of a deal. I take it, question mark. So yeah, XL Azumarill definitely pretty interesting to look into. And then of course there's all the different Mega Pokemon and the implications that they have in raids, so I know you guys want to know about that stuff too. One big update though that I do have on the slate already, very likely my next video, is a gym defense update. And I know like a lot of you guys are like, gym defense, like I don't know, I just like throw whatever I want to in there and like I use it to get candy or whatever. Like, who takes gyms seriously? But I'll tell you guys, over the past few years, it has been like my #1 most requested content update. People just want to know what the good gym defenders are. And I mean, I guess if you're, you know, you just took over a gym and you're scratching your chin or something, and you just want to put something good in it. Or maybe it's like, oh, the raid's going to happen soon and I want to control this gym or whatever. You know, I guess it's good to know what the good stuff is. If you want a little spoiler alert, not a lot has changed. The gym mechanics have basically stayed the same, but there are a couple new interesting tricks that I think you guys might find to be interesting. So yeah, gym defense update. If you're one of the few people that have been asking for that constantly, well, that's on its way. So I think that just about covers it. SwagMan returning, new content is coming, gym defense update on its way. If there's anything else you'd like to see coming from the SwagMan in regards to the Pokemon Go, well, comment below, let me know what's up, and I'll see what I can do for you. And yeah, good to be back, guys. Stay healthy, stay safe, and subscribe to me if you haven't already. SwagTips. I'd like to give a special shout out to these Patreon supporters. Thank you guys for sticking with the SwagMan over these past couple months here. Has been a rough time, but the SwagMan has returned. If you're not supporting the SwagMan on Patreon already and you'd like to, link in the description.